Welcome to Heartland Talks with JPS Realty Group. I'm Yvette.
Jake Stander.
Jason James.
We're introducing for our first official podcast, we have Chrissy and Karen, the faces of Heartland Properties, with us today.
Yeah, I think first, you guys, we should share a little something. We've actually done this podcast before. We did this about a month ago, and we killed it. Don't you agree?
Yes.
We killed it. We literally walked out of this room. We said, this was like striking lightning. How do we do this twice? And the podcast turned out great, and we got to editing, and the sound didn't work. So today, we're going to give it another try. So
take two.
I'll ask the first question. You guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious, ladies.
Uh-oh.
Tell us your story. How'd you both end up at Heartland Properties? You can go first, Christian. Okay, all right.
I worked with a gal named Sherry. She
That's my wife.
That's Jason's wife. And this was about 29 years ago, I think.
Wow.
And she said that Heartland Properties was a great place. You had just started like maybe a year earlier.
I started,
Yes.
yeah.
And she said you had an opening at your front desk. So I interviewed with Chris Ritter, and here we
Oh
are.
my God, Chris Ritter,
Yeah.
Can we say a little something about Chris Ritter?
Let's do.
Chris Ritter was amazing. Chris was smoked at her desk. We could do that back then. True story.
She did.
And she loved to go around the office barefoot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
so that
that's
was
Good
actually
updates.
one of our favorite things.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Mark won't let us. He'd love to be barefoot. He's like it.
all right, Karen. How'd you end up here?
Well, I worked 2 floors up at the Nonpareil.
Jake, standard.
Jake, do you not
Can you
care
believe
how I
this?
ended up here?
Jake.
It's off, guys.
It was awesome.
It's off.
All right, Karen. How'd
Anyway, I worked at the Nonpareil, and my sister worked down here at the front desk with Chrissy, and the Nonpareil was kind of getting rid of people, so I decided, I better look for employment. So I came on down and asked Jason first if it would be something that he would want to happen, because he's going to get rid of one sister and get another one.
Oh, hey, the truth of the matter is, Vicky was a rock star.
Awesome.
Karen's 2.0. Vicky, I mean, sorry, but you're another level. Karen
Well,
was
things are
amazing.
super-
And we kind of recruited you. We had a plan for you. The
Anyway.
conversation had happened.
Anyway, I felt very welcome. It was a big relief. And I think it was still almost a year later before I left. But just knowing I had a place to come was so nice, because all I had to do is take my car, move it over 2 spots, and walk down a flight of stairs, because I don't like change. So I was like, this is going to be, but yeah, it was great.
I think you started around
Yeah.
the time I was fairly new when
Yep.
you started.
Because yes.
And so we were both kind of
Mhm.
learning, getting the feel of
Yep.
the office, and yeah, it was great having you come along.
Mark was clowning in the hall, so I'm sorry. Yeah, it was, we were about the same time.
Yeah,
hmm
we were constantly going back and forth. I'd ask her a question. She's like, I don't know.
I know.
I do too.
I know, we'd be like, oh, it's so hard not knowing stuff, but yeah.
I think of you being timid at the beginning, but
Oh,
man,
yeah.
you just learned so much.
Well, it was so different because of my other job. I didn't see people.
Right.
It was super quiet. There was no people. I just saw my coworkers, but no other people. So when I came down here, at first it was a little intimidating. I'll be honest. I was like, oh my, like there's a lot of people.
All day long.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the unique thing about
Yeah, it's
having
fun.
the 2 at the front desk, because most brokerages
Mhm.
don't have that. And then when you walk in, they see you, they're greeted, and I think it makes it quite a good experience for our clients that they have someone here all day long.
Hey, we pull people in from the hallway
That's
that aren't
right.
even coming in here.
People are coming to get their taxes
Yeah.
upstairs, and we're like
They're not
recruiting.
even coming in here, and we're like, oh, they've got a dog, they've got a kid.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
we have candy.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. I would say that is definitely an advantage we do have, because we have, and as a matter of fact, when we talk to agents at other companies, every time they always brag about our front desk staff. For that's something they
There are a
always
lot
say.
of
They-
nice agents out there.
There are. I mean, that's one thing I would say about the business is, people think, oh, we're all their company against ours, but really we all work together.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice seeing other agents that come in.
I like it.
talk to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, because you see their name and sometimes you don't know their face. So they come in. I always have to ask Chrissy, who is that? Because I don't know everyone like she does. And yeah,
Well, you have some friendships with other agents from other
I do.
companies
I'm
that
taking
you've met.
I'm taking care of a cat of another agent here in another week.
All
Her
right.
cat while she was
Crazy.
out of town.
That's crazy.
Yeah, her
We
cat.
tried to recruit her, but we haven't got her yet.
No.
Karen, you're not.
Well, I mean, I
need to work on her a
could.
little.
I could.
You got to work on her.
Mhm.
You got to Poor
She's a sweet one.
Well, we have a lot of pets and a lot of babies that come through here,
Yes,
and
we do.
Yeah, we're baby friendly.
yeah,
We had Jake's. We had a little Jake's Johnny
Chrissy's
come
like,
in.
"Oh."
I know. I was gonna bring Johnny in the day before yesterday because you were actually here. And when I was driving him home, I peeked and I saw your car, but he was fussy in the back. I
Yeah.
was gonna stop so Yvette could meet him.
Oh, Yvette, he's so cute.
I know I've seen pictures, but I wasn't here the day that he brought him in.
He's a happy little baby too. Mhm.
You
And he
know-
wanted to keep knowing us too.
Oh, 1,000%.
Mhm.
Thinking about bringing all 4 of my grandkids in and then just dropping them.
Yeah. Heartland,
Okay,
Heartland.
I dropped,
Jason.
didn't I dropped Johnny up.
Hey, in your defense,
And
yes.
they watched Johnny up front while I was printing all those flyers.
But he came up 4 times and kept saying, "Are you sure?" And then Chrissy
Yes.
rocked the little baby right to sleep. So he was a piece of cake.
I always said if we had Heartland childcare along with selling real estate, we could recruit a lot of agents because we can take care of their kids. But
Mhm.
You got to tell the story though, what you did to him.
well, you should have did that in April Fool's Day. Now that I'm thinking
I
of
was
it,
thinking about doing an April Fool's, but then I don't know if that text message you got yesterday from your daughter.
That was
April
awesome.
Fool's.
it was. Her car was not wrecked, but I thought when I figured it was an April Fool's, so I didn't fall for it. Now
You
your
sort of
deal,
did- a little teeny tiny bit of you did, I think.
maybe a little. I was looking the picture over pretty well, and it looked good. It was her plate number and
How did
everything.
they do that?
They used AI. I think they used AI. But the prank Jake did on me, I had pranked Jake. What did I do to you that you decided to prank me?
You went to my family's
Oh,
deal,
yes. Okay.
and there's people there, and then another family member told Jason to tell Jake tomorrow morning that he got a bunch of business
Oh,
Going
yeah.
there.
to it because I was going to go, but didn't show up. So I come into the office and Jason goes, "Yeah, man, you really should have went to that deal because I got a bunch of business off it. I got this guy's numbers looking to sell his land, and this guy in Omaha, he's going to sell his home." And I kind of was like,
Of course you were.
kicking myself in the butt a little bit,
Yeah.
like, you got to be kidding me. But then I saw his face, what he's doing.
He's a terrible liar.
I go,
Terrible liar. Yeah.
So then I started thinking, I'm like, oh, he wants to play a little game here. Oh, I'll play hardball. So then I picked up Johnny and came back, came inside. I had Wyatt on my phone in my back pocket on speakerphone so he could hear it. And I ran into the office with Johnny and I said, "Jason, you got to take Johnny. I got an emergency." And the greatest thing is you stayed so calm. You hopped up from your seat and go, "Yeah." And I
Aw.
gave him to you.
And I had a little Johnny. I mean, the guy's using his own baby as a joke. I mean,
Well,
to play a
he,
prank.
he wanted to hide the baby from you. He's like, "I'm gonna hide him," and I'm like, "No, we're not hiding
Well,
the baby."
once I figured out I thought he was playing a prank, I asked Chrissy, I said, I want to take this baby. I said, and poor little Johnny's
I
just
would,
sitting there
I would never
smiling, and
let this happen. We're not gonna hide the baby.
Yeah, no kidding.
it all worked out. It was funny. We laughed.
It was funny. Yeah.
Jake, you could have gotten the same at Top Golf because Jake was working at Top Golf. We saw Jake. Yeah, he was everywhere. Did you notice that? He was down at the down.
Johnny wasn't at Top Golf.
No. And he was down talking to other people.
At the end,
He's a different
golf
party.
and in a different party, but I talked to everybody, so I'm talking to.
What do you mean a different party? Like,
Well, there was.
Whole different people.
oh,
People we didn't know.
Partition. We were on
Jake's
the other
like
side.
trying to recruit business at Top Golf.
So he was over on our side while we were playing golf, and they were constantly
They're like, get over
Get over
here,
here,
it's your
it's your
turn. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm gonna jog back over, hit 2 feet,
Yeah.
jog back.
It was actually super fun. It was
Yeah,
more
that
fun
was-
than it was more fun than I thought it was going to be.
I think that's one of the things that's really helped the culture around here is doing, you did the Christmas thing. We're doing these quarterly events where we do some, our culture's never been this good. I mean, a month ago we had a push-up contest. And I mean, even though people were making fun of my form, I was in the running. I mean, Rochelle was kicking butt on push-ups, Joe Don, Jake. I mean, our little hallway over there, it's pretty good. I
It
think.
did get better once Mark moved over.
Mark,
Just
we
kidding,
miss Mark a little.
Yeah.
We miss Mark. I mean, but he comes over a lot.
He
I
says
know.
he drinks a lot more coffee now.
He does. He comes over and, he's finding out over there it's
like-
not as quiet as he thought over there, too.
Told him.
Like
Yeah.
who are the loud ones? Me and
I'm
Chrissy.
not going to
It's
say.
me and
He
you.
did not say you guys. He did not say you guys.
Yeah.
So, all
Interesting.
Yeah, we're allowed.
right, I got to get a share from you guys. Tell me this. What's the funniest thing you've ever had happen at the front desk? Can you think of some?
Well,
Funny.
there is lots of funny things that happen at the front desk. maybe the time that the lady came in and tried to give me her urine sample.
A lady tried to give you
Yeah, she
your.
came I think she came right up to us. and
Heartland,
let us-
yeah, she thought it was Heartland Family Service.
We think she got the wrong Heartland.
And she tried to give you her urine
Yeah.
sample. What'd you do?
We
I've never heard
slowly
this.
This was before me. I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
That-
just it was Vicky. Yeah,
Yeah.
Vicky was here. We
That's-
slowly backed away from her and said, "You have the wrong place."
That's
You know?
pretty scary.
We
It would
thought
have been
was
even
fun.
scarier if you took it. Like,
Yeah,
thank
that
you.
would have
Thank
been
you, ma'am. Thank you.
I
Thank
don't know what to
you.
do with
Maybe
this.
fist fights in the hallway. I don't know. There's some
Yeah, I
fun
suppose
things that
we've
happen
had-
around here.
We don't have that.
That
No.
was a long time.
Yvette and I are like, we missed all that.
Yeah, I never have seen
Yeah.
any of that.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
We've been through a lot together. I mean, you think of it over the years,
Mhm.
births, deaths,
Yeah.
all kinds of things, you know, I mean,
Heartland Properties has been 30, how many years?
I don't know. I think John started in 1988. He started it.
Okay.
He was down on South Main.
That's
And then he
very
went to the
impressive.
old Sears. Yeah, I went to the old Sears building. Then I came in 95 and I've been here. And then we were there for 7 years. And then we've been in this building since 2002.
3.
3?
Mhm.
I always think it's 2, but and this building's been a good deal for us. I
Yeah.
think, 'cause it's
It's
the
a
location and yeah.
Location's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been good and the building's beautiful.
And the
and
people that
space.
are in it are fabulous.
Yeah, it's fun
All
having
the
other
businesses,
people.
I love them. I feel like we all work at one place.
You know what
Just
we
at
haven't
different
done?
companies, but kind of together.
Yeah.
Remember we used to have like the hot dog
I wish we
guy, or we
could.
used to do coffee, and
Chrissy and I wanted to buy donuts for the whole place one time and give them a donut when they
Donut
came
day.
in.
we
Yeah.
need to get on Mark over that. We could do it out of the building budget, like have a deal where we could have like a building activity.
I think it'd be fun. You guys used to, because when I was at the Nopperl, you had a Chinese truck down here. We all got
Yep.
to eat Chinese.
Yep, we need to do we need to do something like that.
On National Hug Day, Chrissy and I wanted to give out hugs, but you just never know. Everyone wanted
I
one.
would have taken out.
You
I
come-
would have taken a hug.
Hey, I just found that out about Jake. He likes hugs.
He does.
So, because we hug. So, we don't want to ever offend anybody, but we are huggers.
Well, I mean, maybe there should be some when you join, you sign a thing. I like hugs or I don't like hugs. But then do you have to decide who from?
Well, usually we're pretty good. You can kind of tell, but sometimes I get it wrong.
You do?
Yeah, I've gotten it wrong before. Hug someone, they're like, "Ooh, no,
No,
I
Karen.
don't like to be touched."
Karen,
No, seriously.
that's funny.
Well, what?
Are we gonna have a suit or anything?
Mark's
Have
not-
you-
no. Most of those with the Nopperl, Mark's not a huge hugger.
Oh, Mark's not a hugger,
It's
huh?
not a whole. No.
I totally can see that.
Yeah. I'm breaking him a little bit.
You're
But
softening him up.
I'm
He's
sorry.
getting softer.
No, he's one.
I used to tell him, "You're the youngest old man I've ever met."
Yeah,
What'd you used to tell him, Jake?
You're the youngest old man I ever
for
met.
I
sure.
think I actually did basically tell him he was an old man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best old men I
I
know.
thought
I was proud of
he asked
Mm-hmm.
me to guess his age, and I might.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
How old is
that.
Mark? He's in his 30s.
No,
Yeah, I think is he?
I'm pretty sure he's 40.
Well, he's growing up.
5.
He's been here a long time. We are definitely a better place because of Mark.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has brought.
100%.
We all kind of balance each other a little because
you
you
guys
know,
are good.
I'm more. John would give the ship away. He's just the most generous, nicest
Well,
person.
well, I'm
Um,
kidding. He's my
me,
brother.
I'm probably the bad cop.
I don't think so.
don't think
no.
so.
Mark's kind of.
Gosh,
He's
if
right
we want,
down
if
the
we
middle.
want to leave early, who do we go to? John.
Oh, you're right, John. I'm the easiest to go to.
If we want to be closed on a day after a holiday, who do we go to?
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
come on, Jason.
All right. All right.
Not John. Not John.
One thing I will say though, I asked you guys this question the other day, and I was just thinking about it when we were talking about people and how long they've been here. That's one thing I've noticed at Heartland Properties. There's so many people here that's been here for a long time. So my question to you guys, and I'll ask you, Chrissy, first: what has made you stay at Heartland Properties for as long as you've been here? Because you've been here for such a long time.
Mm-hmm. This is a family, and our core value is the first value is family.
Yep.
And I love my family, and my family is important. Family time.
They're first.
Yeah, they're 1st
Well, they should be.
And it respects that. I'm grateful. I wouldn't be able to work somewhere, that's not flexible. I did miss one of my daughter's volleyball games.
Oh,
I've got to go to every doctor appointment with her.
yeah.
So it's just.
That's
I
awesome.
Appreciate the value that this company holds for our family.
Sure.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Karen, what about you?
I don't ever walk. I'm just dreading work. It's so stressed out, thinking I can't. It's just Someone's always here to help if I need help. I got my right hand here, and I'm never worried about getting yelled at. The stress is gone.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow.
Because that is seriously like one thing.
Oh, it's awful.
I look around, I'm like, I don't know. When I came in, I didn't know how long people worked here for. But when I started finding out, I'm like, wow, there's been a lot of people here for a long time. So something's keeping them here.
That's a good sign, isn't it?
You know,
Yeah.
that's the when you little test, Jake. Do you know our core values? What they are?
Loyalty.
That's one of them. Chrissy told you the other one.
Starts with an F.
Family.
Family.
Yeah. It's flip.
Yep. Family.
Loyalty.
Integrity.
Integrity. And the last one,
Something you're full of.
Personality.
positivity.
Same thing.
And
No.
like we think about that, and it's like we really put a lot of thought into that. We did not come up with those till about, it's been like a year or two ago. We came up with those, and we really, we had a guy come in for 2 days. We kind of spent with him, and we really we're trying to figure out what differentiates us. And we really thought, we're very family orientated, and as a company, we treat each other like family here. We really love people that are loyal, and our program, our legacy program, that's just a way of if you're loyal, you could have an opportunity to own part of the company. Integrity is kind of just something you should assume.
Everyone
But
should have.
positivity, you just don't want to come in the office and not have people positive.
Everyone has a bad day, but if their bad days outweigh the good days, then you're like, okay.
Yeah, they can have a bad day.
Sure.
And there's been times over the years we had maybe some that weren't so positive, and I would say right now we have the most positive bunch.
They have bad days, but they make the best of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and you two are kind of our little buffers, our counselors. How many times have I come up to the front desk and just need a little pick me up and have a conversation with you guys?
See, those are my favorite conversations.
Yeah.
The ones that aren't about work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That are, you know what I mean? Seriously, they are, because that's why Jake would be like, I like to talk. I'm like, yes, bring it on. You come up here and talk, buddy.
Trouble too. I love to talk because it keeps me. I think talking.
Oh, yeah.
Keeps me
Energized. Yeah.
energized.
Yeah.
It keeps me going. Like I gotta be talking to people. Also, I think it just helps to know how to talk to people. too. The more
Absolutely.
you talk to different people.
Oh,
the closer you get to
100%.
people, The better you are at talking to people.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that makes you want
Almost
to
like
come
practice.
into the office because
No.
there's a lot of different people in here that are you can just open up to anytime and
Now John's doing, look at
make
him.
John's making faces at us here. Look at that.
We should bring this in here.
Yeah.
He's a monk. Oh,
Bring it
dear.
in, bring it in.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
that's gonna be great.
I don't think he's coming this way.
Oh, he might come. He might come. I gotta ask you guys this question: if you ran the company for a day, what would you change?
Okay, definitely. I would start later and leave a little tiny
Yeah.
bit earlier. You asked. You asked.
Hey, you
I'm
ran it
just
for a
saying,
day. You gotta do
I
whatever
ran
you
it
want,
for a
Karen.
day
What time do you guys get
Eight-
in?
8. to 5:30. It's a long day.
Yeah, that is a long day.
What else, Chrissy? You guys do a pretty darn good job.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I can't think of anything.
I love it. She's like, it's perfect.
The 8:00 when you said that it made me think.
What?
I didn't know when you guys showed up to Heartland Properties or anyone showed up. So my first day coming to work, I was just like, when I got to my old job, I was there at 6:30. About 6:30, 6:30.
Oh, you're not gonna see us
And I came
then.
here and I was here about 6:00. I'm sitting in the parking lot. Like,
What?
I got a key and no one's here. So I sat a little longer, and then I went to go get a car wash. I came back and I came
6
back around.
o'clock. Don't even give this man any ideas. One day, Jason was standing up front, and he's like, "What was it? Was actually pretty funny." He's talking about being here, and he's like, "If I walked in at 7:45 and saw the staff here, I'd fall over." We're definitely pushing the 8 o'clock. I'm not gonna lie. We're running
still-
across the street.
I mean, speaking for myself, I usually don't get until that.
I'm driving down North Broadway usually and looking, it's 8 o'clock. I'm like, ooh.
I used to get in early, like Jake.
Nothing happens before 9.
Yeah, a lot of times I would say out of all the companies, I bet you we're probably have the most people here early. But I, go into the Y, I get there, 5:30 or so, and then
Crazy.
hang out there, and then I go home. I stop, play my dad a game of cards, have
Nice.
coffee with him. I go get cleaned up, and now I don't get in here till sometimes 8:15, 8:30. Occasionally, I'll run by a few places or put a sign up.
But
I
you
don't get
can.
until 9.
Well, this is the other thing about your guys' job. If you're not here, it doesn't mean you're not working.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's not like, oh, he's not here, he's not working. Well, you probably are working.
Yeah,
Just,
true.
yeah.
that's what we like people to think, Karen.
Yep, that's how you sell those houses.
Yeah, no, that's what one thing I do like about this job. I think why I was attracted is I'm a little bit like I can't sit too long, and like I could get up and leave, or if I got a little jittery,
Yeah.
go for a drive, go drive by
Yeah.
a house, or maybe go look for a for sale by owner or something. I feel like I sometimes just go for a drive, like probably drive Sherry nuts. But sometimes I just pop home real quick and get a snack or something. Surprise! She's like, oh God, he's here. What's he gonna?
I'll do that too. I'll get in my truck. I take all my calls out of my truck because I have people on speakerphone a lot. I
Yep.
use speakerphone. Two things I use is voice text and speakerphone. And a lot of people don't like being on speakerphone.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta respect that. So I try to just go in the car because it's more private. But I'll drive around just the neighborhood or around
Oh, yeah.
here in circles and talk on the phone until I get done talking. I'll pull back in and park and come back inside.
Well, that's where you and John are like. He does the same thing. He just sits in the lot in
Yeah,
the
I'll
morning
sit in
and
the
talk.
I like being on my
talk.
speakerphone too. I would agree with that. So, Jake, how long you been here now?
2.5 months.
It
You've
seems
been here
like
2.5
longer.
months.
2.5
Tell us kind of the overall experience so far.
Amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
like I just got interviewed last week, and he asked me that same question, and I told him, I said, I can't even put it into words
Mhm.
because I'm enjoying what I'm doing and enjoying the people that I'm around,
Right.
and I'm super excited, but just feel very fortunate looking back that I made the decision that I did because I'm just so happy. And it's hard to be happy when you don't have an income coming in right now.
Right.
If you're a real
Right.
estate agent, but I'm not even thinking about that. All I'm
Mhm.
thinking about is how much happier I am and
Good.
content I am, and I get to spend more time with family, and I left a little early yesterday and it was no problem to go pick up Johnny. It was like I can go pick him up, and I picked him up a little early because he wasn't feeling good. To have that is really nice because my wife's job, it's very demanding. She's taking care of people, so she
Mhm.
cannot just leave work,
Right.
but I can, and
Right.
I'm there for that. But it's been amazing. I mean, the people's been amazing. On the standpoint of learning real estate and contracts and just making deals, I have help around here from everyone, not just you two, because we're on a team. But I mean,
No,
I went to
people
Mark
are great.
Hamrine's office yesterday and asked him a quick question. I was in Rochelle's office yesterday. I go around and because I'm not just I need to get them an answer, so I just ask anyone and they're willing to help. What I have learned is everybody does business differently.
Yeah, I think that's
the
true.
biggest thing that I've definitely learned. Like
Mhm.
I think that's good for me because I'm kind of learning. Okay, I like how Jason does this or Yvette does this. I'm gonna take that piece. So I'm kind of taking bits and pieces that I like that I know I can use consistently. But then there's other things I see people do, and I'm like, not that it's bad, but not my
Not your
my
style.
Yeah, not my style.
Yeah.
And they're taking
So-
things from you too. You're
Yeah, well, you
Yeah.
definitely made us raise the game.
He's
No
like,
doubt
"Yep."
about.
We're happy to have you too.
Yeah, it's awesome. You brought the positivity up.
You really did.
Totally.
Did.
No, it's been.
Mhm.
I would.
Everything's been great. The morale has been great here,
Mhm.
but truly, you kind of stepped it up a notch. I
Mhm.
mean, everyone just is having so much fun having you here, and
It's important to be positive. I mean, even when things get rocky,
Mhm.
personally or professionally, it's just important to keep that positivity up because honestly, I went on a trip to South Africa and I feel like that's changed my life a little bit. It's like I'm complaining about this,
Mhm.
like so many people have it,
Have nothing.
have it a lot worse. And
Yeah.
with that being said, it just kind of remembers me to keep my my chest out, my chin up.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. I mean, I will tell you from a standpoint, of the money, it'll come. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, once you start, it takes a while. And to be honest, 31 years of doing this, you've did as good as anyone I've ever seen in the first 2 months. And you put a ton of work in. You've done things I wouldn't have done probably. So I'm not worried about how you're going to do from a standpoint of the money. That's going to fall into place. It's just a matter of continuing to, do what you love if you love this truly, and then balancing it with the family and making sure you're also setting aside some time for Johnny and Amanda, because it's important. Again, family, core value here. Make sure you're putting family first.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
I'm trying to think. Do you guys tell us a little bit about what a dream agent looks like, or what's the ideal agent?
We've got this down.
You got it down?
Well, first of all, one that turns in their
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 6'4" and okay.
that was
never mind.
that was a joke in the old,
Yeah, okay.
turns their paperwork in, just knows what they're doing. I don't have to hunt them down 14 times for one thing. To be honest, that would be a dream. Good personality. I love someone who's going to come up and make me laugh, tell me a good story.
Yeah.
I'll forgive you on the paperwork if you come up.
If you got good stories.
Be honest.
And good food.
Oh yes, food.
Food here is amazing.
Yes, food.
We have amazing
Ever
food.
had a nice beverage, like you're always
Yeah.
calling up and saying, "Hey, I'm going to go to Starbucks."
Someday I'll cook for you.
Guys, I don't know
That's-
if I should say this, but I know you like bringing you snacks and things like that. So I was at the gas station before, I don't know, like a couple hours ago before I came in, and there was flowers. And I'm like, flowers at a gas station? But they looked like they were
Yeah.
Flowers from
Pretty.
the gas station?
about dead.
Oh.
So I was like,
Yeah.
how much? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring some flowers in for Chrissy and Karen. Trust me, I'll bring them in one day. But
So
these flowers, I
nice.
go, how much are the flowers? And he goes, let me scan them. They were $20. There was like 4 roses. Like,
No.
"Hey, they're almost dead.
No.
Just do 50% off." He's like, "Oh, I can't do that, man." So
Hy-Vee has great flowers that are way better priced.
yes,
I do remember your first week here, because I remember telling Chris, you walked by and you're like, "Hey, I'm going to the gas station. Want anything?" And I was like, "Oh." I told her I did. I'm like, "Gee, just I was going to the gas station. I want anything." She's like, "Did you tell him the fountain pop?" I'm like, "No, you were a little new. I thought I'd better
Can't
wait."
get away with
which
it.
one of you drinks all the different?
Well, she loves her drinks, but she's trying to get off of caffeine.
Yeah.
But she used to have 6 cups of different
Yeah.
things.
I like to have several.
Beverages are fun. Hmm.
Beverages are fun. I will agree.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Sorry.
Come on.
I can't read your.
I got a question.
chicken scratch?
What do you think differentiates Heartland from the other real estate companies in town?
Well,
If
me
you
and
had to
Chrissy.
You and Chrissy?
I'm just kidding.
I don't know though. We don't.
Yeah, you haven't been
No.
there.
No, this is all I know.
Yeah.
I mean, but I do know we know each other. Like you were saying, our agents help each other. I've seen Haifa give you a ream of paper,
I know.
of extra
Super.
paper. That was
Gotcha.
so different. I just mean it's fun to see our
Yeah.
agents working together and helping each other out.
I like the size of it too. I know we want to grow and we will grow, but I do love that it's not just so huge that everyone knows, we all know each other so well. It's like a little happy family.
It really is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think the positivity this year, though, it's definitely had an effect, whatever's been going on here, because something has changed. Would you say like the last 6 months or so?
I think Nikki has played a good.
I think, hiring Nikki as a success coach. I mean, that's a position that I'm not for sure anyone else has that. We hired Nikki to basically just help our agents achieve their goals, not be an office manager or a sales manager. She's a sales coach. And I think that, we got our numbers just for March. And when you sent those out, I was like, oh my gosh.
I know.
They were the best numbers we beat the last couple years. And we're up. We were looking at categories up 20%, 15%, from last year. And that was something we never tracked as closely as we do now. But now we track it bi-weekly. We used to do it weekly, but we're doing it. And I think, definitely feels like we're heading the right direction. It's just like, how do we keep doing this? How do we keep on this track,
Do you have a favorite agent?
Oh, jeez.
I don't want you to hurt their
Do they
feelings.
have to work here at Heartland? I'm just kidding. That's
Oh.
a joke. Oh.
Oh, don't make me bring up a name. I'm not gonna. Oh.
No, I
come on.
don't. Everyone's different. Like you say, they're all great in their own ways.
It's like having, I only have one. That's funny. So I don't know what it's like to have multiple kids, but I do feel like, if I had.
We're a lot like kids.
I love everyone. For who they
Yeah,
are.
yep, for sure.
A different part.
Good answer.
of my
Good
life.
answer.
Yes.
Gosh, that's a great.
But everybody's nice and kind. Like I say, sometimes they'll have a bad day, but since I've been here, I've not seen too much since I've been here. fighting or
Mhm.
nastiness at all, really.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
It's been.
We have a lot of good cooks. Who do you think the best cook is?
Oh,
I mean, we know I make the best chili, but I mean, besides that, who do you think the best cook is? Come on.
between Haifa and Clint.
Yeah, Haifa and
Come on.
He just won this last year, so he has to.
Well,
We got a lot of good cooks.
after we disqualified Mark from using canned chili,
No, we didn't disqualify Mark. He's still.
Oh, he did get the trophy.
He's
Yeah.
disqualified using canned chili from now on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you make chili good enough to sell in a can, it should be
That's what
pretty
he
good.
said. Then I went and bought it just to try, and I'm like, blah.
Well, he
was not
mixed
good.
multiple chilies together.
It was,
I think he threw a little spices with
yeah,
them.
I,
so.
the meat was wonky. I was like, I don't know. I don't think I'd have picked that as a winner. But
I think we fired those judges though.
For
'cause
sure.
I mean,
For sure.
we had some.
the way we're doing it now is way, way, way better.
Yeah, people's choice. You
Mhm.
know. I don't know.
I want to give Tanya Maxwell. She's a good cook. She doesn't work at Heartland, but she does work at Clear Title.
Yeah.
She literally feeds me almost every night.
Tanya, all those girls up at Clear Title, and John and Joe and all of them, and they're just they do a great
They
job.
do. Yep, they do.
They've been.
Part of our heart.
I feel like it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I do. I mean, and I love Barb that's running it
Yep.
now. I feel like she's just
She's amazing.
really doing a great job. So
Mhm. She's super nice.
yeah, yeah,
We love Terry, but
yeah,
it was time for Terry to go enjoy her life.
yeah, yeah.
She came in last week.
Did she? I haven't seen her
I
forever.
hadn't either.
Last time I saw her was a retirement party, and she was, she had a lot of people there.
Yeah, because people love her. She was smart. That lady was
Oh, she-
probably one of the
she-
hardest working ladies I've ever
Yeah.
known.
She, I mean, you didn't know Terry Krabby,
She's amazing.
Jake, but she was the rock up there.
And she would do
I mean,
anything. Mhm.
Yeah, she's very
Yeah.
helpful.
She was
She
awesome.
did. She retired. Then you brought her back, and then she worked long. Did she retire one time and come back?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, from-
No, I think there was a while she may have retired for a while.
And then
came
when her
back.
husband passed or something, she
Yeah.
came back. But yeah, she's doing good.
Mhm.
I got a question for you girls. This is an interesting one. If someone was thinking about getting into real estate, what kind of advice would you guys give them? You go first, Chrissy.
Come to Heartland Properties. You're gonna fall in love with our office.
Any advice as an agent though? Things that you give them?
Well,
They just think it's gonna be
paperwork,
easy.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be it'll be hard.
Yeah.
It's challenges, like you said. No paycheck. I mean, it's not
Commission only,
Mhm.
income at first.
I think people think
But
they're gonna come in
Stick
and
with it.
Yeah.
I mean, get yourself out there. Don't be afraid to knock on a few doors and have a few doors, be shut on your face. Unfortunately,
Mhm.
There's a correlation about the amount of time agents are in here and how much business they do. I feel like a lot of times because it feels like a lot of the agents you see around here, they tend to be the ones that are producing more.
but yeah.
oh, for sure.
Show up
Yes.
every single day.
And they know how to do because things change constantly,
Yeah.
and they stay up on those changes as well too. You
Well,
know.
it's easier to bounce
Oh yeah.
off of each other.
Oh,
and
yes.
get ideas, and I just don't know that I could have
I
done
know.
what I've done
Mhm.
without everyone that's been here and helped me along the way. There's a lot of agents that I could shout out to for that.
Yep.
Agree.
For
Yeah,
sure.
don't be afraid to ask questions. I mean, you're not going to know everything. You're not going to remember everything.
Mhm.
Someone will help. And
Yeah.
If we don't have the answer, we'll find someone that does. I mean, we try.
Somebody asked me on social media. It was a few weeks ago, but they DM'd me, and I knew of them. We've been following each other for a while, and I went to high school with them. But they asked me they were curious about getting into real estate, so we set up a call, and I talked to them on the phone. And I honestly gave them, I feel like just like the hard truth, kind of what Jason has said a lot, and that's if you can, no one's gonna wake you up out of bed, you know,
Mhm.
and no one's gonna tell you to come into work. So if you're self-motivated and you really want to build something for yourself that you're truly proud of in the long run down the road, you're patient to be able to, get things in your pipeline. Because when you start out, I didn't have anything in the pipeline when I started out. So I just feel like it comes with a lot of self-motivation.
For sure.
And having a mindset of being your own boss, because
Yeah.
no one's going to tell you to come in at the end of the day. And
Right.
I've always told agents, I always said, when they come in and they're thinking about getting real estate, there's 3 qualities I always tell people that I've found in common that good agents, have. And one, they're self-motivated, again, nobody's going to tell you to get up, come to work. Two, they're good at talking to people about other things than real estate. They're good at just having conversations, getting to know people as a person, not just selling them things, but actually, building trust and getting to know them as a person. And then the third one's probably one thing that they wouldn't, suspect as much, but it's just you got to have thick skin because your heart gets broke a lot. You work on these deals and people end up buying something else or not buying,
Or they go pick someone
or
else.
they go pick another
And you're
agent.
like, I went to school with you.
Your heart's broke, and it's like,
Yeah.
and you would think as you get older that would get like better. But as you get older,
It
a lot
affects-
of your
yeah.
customers, like later on, maybe their kids get in real estate, or they're the friends of, their kid's friend, or they know someone different. They used you for all those years, and then they, use someone different, and you got to have thick skin,
You just can't take it personally because
No.
usually it is a situation like that. It's, a family member who got their license
Yep.
recently, or, a close friend or something. You just got to kind
Yep.
of take it and just move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
For
just got to go
sure.
work for a different deal or the next one,
Mhm.
just again, positivity. You got to try to stay positive, I remember your grandmother when she worked here, Claudia, and wait, Claudia is not your grandmother.
Yes.
Claudia's your grandmother? Yes. Oh gosh. Claudia worked here and she was kind of my bud. She'd always come in the office and hang out and talk. And I remember, oh man, she would get so worked up sometimes when she lost a customer or something, and and we would sit there and talk it out, and oh man, she would just
I
and
heard a story about my grandma with John. That one time she went in John's office, she's like, and she lost, or they ended up working with another real estate agent or something like that. And she told John, she goes, John, it's my birthday.
Oh, I remember that.
It's my birthday.
Oh.
Yes.
Were you-
Yes, I remember
was
that
your
story.
office or John's
Yeah,
office?
she goes, it was just, yeah, it's tough. I mean, you definitely.
How dare
That's-
them on her
How
birthday?
dare them on her birthday.
What were we yesterday? I had brought that thing into you, Jake, and it was interesting. And I don't know that this is true, but I read it, so it must be true, right?
Yeah.
But that salespeople have the lowest rate of suicide of all
That
all
is
professions
interesting.
because they're so used to getting knocked down, just getting back up,
They're-
and things not going, and
that
getting
make- yeah.
rejection. And they salespeople don't tend to have a high rate of suicide because they're just so used to
That's
rejection.
interesting.
And
Makes sense.
you got to be
Yeah.
positive and you got to be social, and so it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Pick yourself up.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
What's one of the behind the scene things that you guys you wish that people appreciated more about what you guys do?
Wow.
Well, we do a lot of things that
Something
maybe
behind the scenes maybe we
people
don't
might
know.
not realize how much we're doing. Like we keep the place flowing. Every time you
Mhm.
pick up a fork, you get a plate, you get a coffee, you get a cup. The machines are running, the pens, the copy machine has paper.
Yeah.
We're doing that. That's us.
After the luncheon, stuff seems to get picked up.
Yeah, it just disappears.
Dishwasher gets emptied
Remember,
somehow.
so one time we had a contest. I got on the loudspeaker and told everyone to leave with their dirty crock pots, please.
Yes.
When they left, take their dirty crock pot with them.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
You guys do a lot, and we do appreciate
It takes a
Yes.
it takes a lot of little things to keep it going smooth, just to keep things flowing. Mm-hmm.
You guys ever had any unusual request from agents or clients? Other than can you take my urine sample?
It's the most unusual.
No,
Or watch my baby.
no, that's no.
No, we did a lot of baby watching over the years.
Unusual requests. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, we've gone out in the parking lot and got rent checks from that little lady that used to rent from you. Remember, we
Yeah.
got, for some reason, she couldn't walk in the door. I don't know. Remember that lady? She always had cash. And what was her name? We'd go out and get her rent.
No.
Oh.
No, it
She
wasn't.
lived in your place forever till you sold it. She was so, gosh, I love
Oh, I know who you're talking down on
Remember she-
Second Avenue.
yeah.
I remember.
But we'd have to go to the parking lot and get her rent. She'd never come.
Was she? I can't remember.
She could, yeah.
The name's not coming, but I can see her face
know.
completely.
She was a neat lady.
Yeah.
Her daughter sometimes would come in, but
Yep. I
don't know.
totally remember her.
nothing. I just don't know.
Anything. I wish we would have brought Vicky in here. Vicky has so many good stories from the.
Why didn't we bring Vicky?
There's always another
I
time.
was gonna say it's not.
Let's
like
bring-
Karen.
Let's bring in for a future podcast Diane, Vicky, and Connie.
That'd
Do
be
it.
fun.
We should.
And it'll be Heartland,
Yeah.
like reminisce,
Gotta-
nostalgia.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
those
they'll
guys.
be honest as honest
Oh.
goes because they don't work here anymore.
Yeah.
That'd be a
Oh,
good
those-
That's a whole
oh, those
Yeah.
guys. I mean, they worked here for years, and they were.
So Diane and Connie did closings. They were bookkeepers and closers.
Yeah, we used to. So we used to not take our closings up to a title company. We did them all here in house, and those guys did our closings. So they were the ones balancing, getting payoffs, doing all that. And both Diane and Connie, they came here from the college. They had never did real estate closings. They learned it from scratch here, and they were awesome. They were awesome. And gosh, they both, I mean, retired from here. So that's one thing when people come here, they generally stay
Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
you know, and now we have just basically Terry that just does the book work and the closings, and she's amazing. She keeps me on.
You could
keeps
get
me
her
on
in
the
here
straight.
too
Yeah.
for a.
Terry'd be great. She could tell all the stuff that we need to be doing right. That's for sure. So, yeah.
Do you have any questions to us that
Well, I was thinking when you were talking about agents being self-motivated, what if an agent isn't, what if someone wants to be a realtor and they're not self-motivated?
I think that's tough.
You think
Yeah.
To be
so?
honest.
I do.
I think it's tough. I think you have to be.
Mhm.
I really think you have to be. Yeah. I
To be
I
successful.
think not even in real estate, but sales in general.
Yeah.
Because I mean, sales is sales. I
It's
mean, I don't
not
have
for
to
everyone,
explain it.
yeah.
You know,
Right.
It's not for everyone.
It's not
You
for the
gotta-
faint of heart.
you
That's
gotta
for sure.
work in, and you gotta keep, you're gonna fall and you gotta get right back up. And some people, they're not very good with getting told no, and then other people, it motivates them. And no motivates me.
Mhm.
It motivates me because I know that sooner or later it's gonna come a yes. But I really feel like you got to be motivated in just sales in general, and I feel like if you are, you're gonna be leveraged into the right direction.
I agree. I also think a little bit. One other trait I notice among salespeople that are good, and we see this, and with our new sales content, is competitiveness.
That's true.
You got to be a little competitive. When we started that agent of the month, I mean,
Oh,
other
yeah.
companies had done it, and we hadn't done it for years. That has really been cool to watch. I always thought it was going to be, the same agent over and over. It's been different agents. But when we have sales competitions and we have agent of the month, they watch that. I mean, that has been a positive change. And it hasn't been that many years, Jake, before you came. I mean, we didn't have that. We didn't do it. And other companies did it and we didn't. And I think it was a good thing, don't you?
So too, yeah, definitely. And it's neat because everyone is always
Oh yeah.
supportive of the winning
Yeah.
agent.
Yeah.
Like the
We've never-
salesperson
yeah.
come in, they're always
Mhm.
happy for that. Of course, there's disappointment that
yeah,
they
because
didn't
we
get
all
it.
are in the same
Trying,
together. We're
But
all
it's still
trying to-
nice. No one comes up behind their back. It's like they shouldn't have got her. They did
Oh,
never.
wow.
No.
Everybody's so happy.
They seem happy. And it just surprises me the mix. I mean, we've had
I
like,
know.
gosh, and it has changed. I mean, I've seen some agents in here more that weren't in here as much.
Mhm.
And I look at Jesse that got was it 2 months ago? Jesse Kozad got salesperson of the month. I was so happy.
He's killing
I
it
got
right
that.
now. Mhm.
I think John Wooden this month. We've had we've had
Lynn
Brad,
Leeds
we've
is
had
up there.
Rochelle.
Is
Yeah.
I
Lynn's up there now.
Oh, good.
Lynn's the new salesperson of
Yeah.
the month. Awesome. Lynn's been in a couple times. Hasn't Lynn been in a couple times?
No.
It is. Gosh, I'm surprised.
He's gotten beat out right at the end. Sound
Yeah,
familiar?
he's had some close ones. Brad's been a couple times.
Yeah. And Mike Fox, I think, was a couple.
Yep, Haifa. We've just
That's been all over the place.
it has been. It's been awesome. We'll be seeing you guys up there soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Close.
Yvette's been right on the cusp of it. And then we had the listing contest or
Yeah.
whatever. And that was, you were right, second place. She got that. And that was kind of cool. We did that and we did the prizes and
What
you
did
know,
What did you win?
I won a Roomba.
a Roomba.
Nice.
Love it.
I bet you do.
All right, full disclosure, I knew Yvette was in first or second place. So I bought equal gifts, a Roomba and the other gift. And then I figured if Yvette ends up at second, I'll put the Roomba at second and throw another gift with first. So I got her the Roomba. And Christy won that and they both got what they wanted. So
Nice.
it worked out on the sales contest. And I
Good.
think the other thing that contest did wonderful was Google reviews. We had so many Google reviews. And I mean, gosh, you go to our page and, and you look at Google and it's like, Yvette, Christy,
That's
mentions
neat.
agents. And that's something that we need to do more of, is get more of those, because people look at those and
100%.
ours are legitimate Google
I
reviews,
do.
you know.
When I go to buy something, I look. That's
And if there's
immediately.
3, it makes you nervous. Where we have a lot of
100%.
Google reviews, you know.
I would be like, not getting it that. If there's like 3 people saying it's
Yeah.
this or that, I won't do it then.
And if you go on Google right now, I would say we definitely are one of the stronger looking companies when it comes to Google reviews.
They
So
might not dissect the actual reviews on what people are saying,
Mm-hmm.
but they will definitely look on how many stars you have and how many
Sure.
reviews you do have.
Yes.
Which I know we are.
Yeah.
yeah, we have a
For
lot of
sure.
reviews, and you know, they're legitimate. I think it's helped that we're starting to survey our customers after each closing.
Yeah.
And really find out the good and the bad, and what we could be doing better, and what we did well, and so
That's
yeah,
neat.
that's awesome. You guys, should we wrap up pretty soon here, you think?
Yeah, I think it was good.
Yeah, I think
Okay, well,
Got everything we
Thanks
needed.
for
thank
having
you for
us.
being on today, and we don't know.
being the troopers that you
Yeah.
are, and
Yeah. And 2 more weeks, we'll have another podcast. We don't know what
Oh,
the
it's
topic
not-
is, providing the sound worked on this one.
I should ask. You want to ask what people are.
Yeah, it'd be nice when we air this if people could give us some ideas of who to have for our podcast. We've talked about lenders, we've talked about all different type of maybe clients, you know, just people in general to talk about real estate, talk about our market. This is a way to get local real estate information. I picture in the future, you know, us, you know, the public being able to just talk to a local real estate person and get some of their questions answered. So, all right. Well, see you in a couple weeks, I guess.
That's a wrap.
Yep, that's a wrap.
Thanks.
Take care.
Guys.